Peppa Pig. Peppa's Night Before Christmas. "'Twas the night before Christmas, and Peppa couldn't sleep. She crept out of bed, said, "I'll just take a peep." Then she went to her window. Could Santa be heard? She listened with care. "Oh, it's only a bird." She went back to her bed and saw George was awake. "Look outside," she pointed. "Magical snowflakes." George gazed at the snow. "Santa," he called out. "Not yet, George," said Peppa, "but let's look about." Then suddenly, bang! What could that have been? Had Santa crash landed, or was it a dream? Then more noises followed, like ouch, eek, and yelp. "Come quickly," called Santa. "Oh, please, I need help." "Help." "My sleigh lights are broken. I can't see a thing. I must give out presents. It's awful timing." "Oh, Santa," said Peppa, "what will light your sleigh? Might this magical unicorn help you find your way?" "She's perfect," said Santa. "Her horn will shine bright. She'll be back by morning before it gets light." He sprinkled the magic. "And go," Santa said. "Now, Peppa and George, you must soon go to bed." As they waved him goodbye, they heard Santa shout, "Happy Christmas to you! Thanks for helping me out!" "Oh, George, how amazing! But our secret don't tell." After such an adventure, they slept very well. On Christmas Day morning, all were excited. The gifts were delivered, and the kids were delighted. As they opened their presents, "Peppa," Daddy Pig said, "who's that with your unicorn there by the shed?" Peppa Pig. Bubbles. Peppa and George are drinking orange juice. "Look at all the tiny bubbles," says Peppa. Peppa wants to make bigger bubbles.
Wow!
Peppa and George blow through their straws. "Bubble," says George. Peppa and George go into the garden to blow more bubbles. "Dip the stick in the bubble mixture," Peppa tells George. "Now take a big breath and blow." Peppa blows a big bubble.
Wow!
Next it's George's turn. But he doesn't have enough breath to blow bubbles. "Lift the stick and wave it around," says Mummy Pig. "Bubble," says George. Now George can make bubbles too. "Making bubbles is even more fun if you run along," says Daddy Pig. George runs, waving the wand to make a stream of bubbles. Wait for me, calls Peppa, chasing him. George is having fun making bubbles, and Peppa is having fun popping them. I love bubbles, cries Peppa. Peppa and George want to play with bubbles all day. Hooray! Oh no, Peppa gasps. There's no more bubble mixture.
Oh no!
I have an idea, says Daddy Pig. Mummy Pig, please bring me a bucket. Peppa, please bring me some washing up liquid. And George, please bring me my old tennis racket. Mummy Pig, Peppa and George give everything to Daddy Pig.
Wow!
Daddy Pig fills the bucket with water, then he adds the washing up liquid. Daddy Pig has made his own bubble mixture. Daddy Pig uses the racket as a giant bubble wand.
Wow!
Come on, everyone, Daddy Pig cries. Daddy Pig is making lots of bubbles as he runs.
Hooray!
Don't slip and fall, shouts Mummy Pig. I'll be fine, says Daddy Pig. But he is running very fast. Oh no! Daddy Pig has fallen over. Are you all right, Daddy Pig? asked Mummy Pig. Yes, I'm fine, thank you. But I've spilt all my bubble mixture. I think it's gone up my nose, says Daddy Pig. The bubble mixture makes Daddy Pig sneeze. Daddy, you've made the biggest bubble ever, cries Peppa.
Wow!
Wow, says everyone. But without the bubble mixture, we can't make any more bubbles, says Peppa sadly. I have an idea, says Mummy Pig. The spilt mixture has made a muddy puddle for us to jump in. The puddle is all bubbly, gasped Peppa. Everyone loves jumping up and down in muddy, bubbly puddles. The end.
Peppa Pig Bicycle Race. It is a lovely sunny day. Peppa and George are going out for a ride. Peppa rings her bell. Ding ding. "Come on, George," she says. "Follow me." Peppa is riding her bicycle. George is riding his tricycle. "Hurry up, George," calls Peppa. "You're going so slowly," says George. Peppa sees her friends, Danny Dog, Susie Sheep, and Rebecca Rabbit. They are riding their bicycles too. Danny points down the hill. "Let's have a race to the bottom," he says. Danny, Susie, and Rebecca ride very fast. Peppa rides quite fast. George does not ride very fast at all. "George is riding a baby bike," snorts Peppa. "So are you," says Danny. "You've still got stabilizers." Peppa looks down at her bike. It is the only one with stabilizers on it. "Let's ride up the hill again," says Danny. "No," says Peppa. "I think I'll stay here." Peppa asks Daddy Pig to take her stabilizers off. "Do you think you can ride without them?" he says. "I can do it," Peppa nods. I can. She gets on her bicycle and starts pedaling. Uh-oh, Peppa falls onto the grass. Riding without stabilizers is hard. George giggles. "It is not funny." Peppa frowns. Daddy Pig helps Peppa to get back on her bicycle. "Let's try again," he says. "Ready, steady, go." "Don't let go of me, Daddy," says Peppa. "Don't worry," says Daddy Pig. "I've got you." Peppa pedals faster and faster. "You're doing really well," shouts Daddy Pig. Peppa looks round. Daddy Pig has let go. "Ho ho," he cries. "You're cycling on your own." Peppa can ride on her own without stabilizers.
Wow.
She goes to find her friends. "Look at me," shouts Peppa. "I can ride my bike properly." Danny, Susie, and Rebecca all cheer. "Hooray!" "Come on," says Peppa. "Let's race down the hill again." Danny, Susie, and Rebecca ring their bells. Peppa loves riding her bicycle. Everyone loves riding bicycles. The end. Peppa Pig Cold Winter Day. It is a cold winter day. Peppa and George have wrapped up warm in their hats, scarves, and mittens to go and feed the ducks. "Look, it's a muddy puddle," cries Peppa. Peppa loves jumping in muddy puddles. She runs over to the puddle, but as she tries to jump in, she slips. "Oh, it's frozen solid," she says. Snorts George. "It's not funny, George," says Peppa. Daddy Pig loves muddy puddles too. "Be careful, Daddy," shouts Peppa. Daddy Pig has jumped straight onto the frozen puddle. "Whoa!" says Daddy Pig, wobbling about. "It's lucky I'm so good at balancing." Everyone keeps walking until they find the duck pond.
Wow.
Peppa and George throw some bread to the ducks, but it just bounces along the surface. The pond is frozen too. Peppa and George both giggle as the ducks slide around.
Sorry for laughing, Mrs. Duck,
says Peppa.
but you do look funny.
Look, it's snowing, says Daddy Pig.
I'm going to catch lots of snowflakes,
shouts Peppa. Says George as he tries to catch them too.
Hello, Peppa and George,
says Susie Sheep.
we're going to have a toboggan race.
Wow.
Please, can we go and watch?
asks Peppa. Of course, says Mummy Pig. Let's walk up the hill to the start.
Hooray!
Daddy Pig picks up George because it is too slippery for him to walk up the hill on his own.
What about me?
says Peppa.
It's a bit slippery for me too.
Come on then, says Daddy Pig, scooping up Peppa. Mummy Pig tells Daddy Pig to be extra careful not to fall over. Don't worry, Mummy Pig, he says. I'm very good at balancing. At the top of the hill, all the toboggans are just setting off when Daddy Pig topples over and starts skidding down the hill. He zooms past Danny Dog, Zoe Zebra, and Pedro Pony. Soon, Daddy Pig is in the lead. Peppa and George are sitting on Daddy Pig's tummy.
Whee!
They call. They are enjoying the ride. Peppa and George win the race.
Hooray!
My daddy makes a great toboggan,
Peppa tells everyone. All the children are laughing about Peppa and George's special toboggan ride. It's not funny, says Daddy Pig. It is a bit funny, says Mummy Pig. I suppose it is a bit funny. Daddy Pig agrees. Everyone laughs. The end.
Hi kids, did you have fun watching this video? Then like and subscribe for more.